I looked at my arranged husband, John Jungkook, founder of Joe and Company. He was everything: tall, handsome, masculine, cold, and sexy. And here was me, Kim Tae-hyung. I am a kindergarten teacher with chubby, squishy body and average height. Nothing about me was hot or sexy. In my opinion, I was bronzed with dark short hair, always wearing comfortable clothes, not dressing sexy or handsome. No, I wanted to be comfortable. Our marriage was so unexpected, it was a arranged marriage between me and him because of our fathers. They were old friends, and when I born, his father told mine that his child that is growing in his wife's belly is my future spouse. No gender mattered, so because of that promise, I was here with handsome man, whom was in a gray sweatpants and black tank top. Meanwhile, I was a white oversized hoodie and a short shorts that exposed my chubby thighs, which I was mostly embarrassed of. But right now I wanted to be comfortable. I was sitting next to him in silence, playing with my hoodie. Suddenly he looked at me and said, "You are fat." I blushed from his harsh, chill tone. He didn't care about my feelings. Yes, I gained some weight. I am planning to go on a diet," I replied, but Jungkook frowned. "Don't you dare." His voice was low and almost dangerous. I shivered. B. But, but, he cuts me. "I didn't said it looked bad. You look good with curves," he said as his eyes were exploring my body. My thighs, my pudgy, chubby cheeks, and lastly my plump rear. He couldn't see it perfectly. He was trying. I pushed and tried to hide my thighs with my hands, but he grabbed my wrist harshly, which made me moan from pain. I shut my eyes as embarrassment. I heard him smirking. "Did I let you hide your chubby thighs?" I blushed again and shook my head as a no. But he grabbed my inner thigh harshly and growled, "Use your fucking words, boy." I shivered, abs swallowed thickly. No, you didn't." He hummed as satisfaction and loosened his grip, but his big palm was on my thigh, still circling, squeezing. It was the first time he showed any affection towards me, and my body was reacting to his touch. That me blushed again. He lifted me easily and placed me on his lap, which made me gasp from surprise. He was strong, but I didn't know he is that strong. He started bouncing me on his knee. That made me blush and looked away, but he grabbed my chin and made me look at him. So cute, all blished because of little act I wonder. He lifted my hoodie up gently, and now my hard private was exposed. I was turned on. It was embarrassing. He smirked as my pudge and placed a hand on my belly. "So squishy like a damn marshmallow. And look, we have your little friend is all excited." I whimpered because of his warm hand. He was so good at this and couldn't help it. I wrapped my arms around his neck. He started kissing my neck that made me close my eyes from pleasure. "Oh yes, just like that." I panted and felt his hands all over my body, which I need more than anything. He grabbed my hair and pulled it back. Not harsh, but decently, not gentle. "You belong to me, you understand?" His voice was low that made me shiver from excitement. No. I wanted to mess with him, pushing his button to see his anger too. "See the big bad Jungkook." He frowned and lifted me up. "Hey, put me down." I protest weakly. It was no real anger or real protest in it. He made his way to our bedroom and started undressing. I letted him to do it. Then he took off his own shirt, and I watched him as I was laying on my back. "You think it's funny pushing my limits, boy? Who do you belong to, boy?" He grabbed my waist harshly and looked at me. I bitted my bottom lip. "Not you," I said playfully, which made him smirk. "Maybe I should remind you who you belong to. Who is in charge?" Oh God, yes. Yes, I want this so bad. But I wasn't going to let him know that I wanted it. "You wouldn't dare," he replied as his smirk was still on. He grabbed my hips harshly. "Oh, we will see about that," before I could say anything. He pressed his lips on mine. I immediately closed my eyes and kissed him back. He was so wild and I loved it. 45 minutes later, we were both panting, a thin layer on our body which made us look glowy. I whimpered. My whole body was covered in love marks and bruises. He smirked and touched my neck. "Love bites. Now everyone know you belong to me and only me." I looked at him. "Yours, only yours." He kissed my neck again, which made me moan from pleasure and a little pain. I wrapped my legs around his waist as he moved between my legs. I was still sore, I couldn't stop. I wanted more of him. He kissed my chest and looked at me as his lips still kissing my chest. I moaned and my hand unconsciously placed on his head and brushed his hair with my slender fingers. He grabbed my side and came lower and kissed my belly. Can I fuck you again and again, baby, till you won't remember your own name? I bited my bottom lip and nodded. Yes, God, yes, am yours.